Today let's check out addition of decimals from the most simple to complicated ones. Level 1. We have two examples shown here. We'll start off with the first one. 2.4 plus 3.5. We first write down both the numbers in question one below the other and make sure that the decimal points are aligned as shown here. Then, as usual, we start adding from the right. 4 plus 5 is 9. Now we need to place the decimal point without fail. Then you add the whole number part. 2 plus 3 is 5. So 2.4 plus 3.5 is 5.9. Let's move on to our second example in level 1. Here again, we arrange the numbers one below the other so that the decimal points are aligned. Then we start from the right. 1 plus 4 is 5. We then put the decimal point, followed by 6 plus 7 is 13. So 6.1 plus 7.4 is 13.5. Let's move on to level 2. Here again, there are two examples. We'll start off with the first one. The numbers are arranged one below the other so that the decimal point is aligned. Then we start off adding 6 and 8 to give 14. Now the 1 is carried over to the whole number part and 4 becomes the decimal part. After this, we put in the decimal point and then continue with our addition. So moving left, we add 1 plus 9 plus 4 to get 14. So 9.6 plus 4.8 is 14.4. Now we'll move on to the second addition in level 2. 8.5 plus 6.8. Starting from the right, we add 5 and 8 to get 13. But the 1 is carried over to the whole number part. We next place the decimal point and continue adding the whole number part. So 1 plus 8 plus 6 gives us 15. So 8.5 plus 6.8 is 15.3. Now let's move on to level 3 and we'll consider the first question. 2.4 plus 4.89. Now we notice that one of the number has only one decimal place and the other number has two decimal places. In such a case, the most common mistake is to arrange the numbers like this. But we have to remember that the decimal point has to be aligned. We now have to start adding from the right. But there's only one number, so you need to recall that 0 can be appended to the end of the decimal without changing its value. So we put in a 0 here and continue our addition. 9 plus 0 becomes 9. Moving left, 4 plus 8 is 12. The 1 is carried over to the whole number part. Now this is the time you need to place the decimal point. And then we add up the whole number part. 1 plus 2 plus 4 gives us 7. So 2.4 plus 4.89 is 7.29. Moving on to our next example. Arrange the numbers so that the decimal points are aligned and start adding from the rightmost numbers. Remember, putting in a 0 after 9 doesn't change the value. So 6 plus 0 is 6. Then we add 7 and 9 to get 16. The 1 is carried over. Then comes the decimal point, followed by adding up the whole number part. 1 plus 7 plus 1 to give 9. So 7.76 plus 1.9 is 9.66. With that we move on to level 4. Now we'll add 3 decimal numbers as shown here. First let us arrange the 3 numbers by aligning the decimal point. Start adding from the right. Don't forget to put in a 0 to avoid confusion. We then start adding as usual. 7 plus 6 is 13 with the 1 carried over. Next we add 1 plus 4 plus 6 plus 2 to get 13. Now we need to place the decimal point. We then continue adding the whole number part. 1 plus 6 plus 8 plus 7 gives us 22. The 2 is carried over. We then add 2 plus 9 plus 4 to get 15. Finally, we add 1 with the 2 to get 3. So 96.47 plus 248.6 plus 7.26 gives 352.33. With that, we come to our final level. Let's attempt to add 4 decimal numbers. Our first step is to arrange the numbers in question so that the decimal points are aligned. Since 57 is only a whole number, we can add a 0 after the decimal point, as in 57.0. And now we start adding from the right. If you feel confused, don't hesitate to add up some zeros as shown here. Here the sum is 5 itself. Moving left, we add 9 plus 2 to get 11. The 1 is carried over. Moving further left, 1 plus 9 plus 1 plus 1 gives us 12. Again the 1 is carried over. It's now time to place the decimal point. Then we move on to the whole number part. 1 plus 7 plus 5 plus 6 gives us 19 with the 1 carried over. Moving left again, 1 plus 5 plus 3 is 9. Then we write down the 8 and the 1 as it is. So the sum of all these decimals gives us 1899.215. If you were able to understand the decimal addition till now, you can consider your mission accomplished as well as mine. If you need any help on any other topics, let me know in the comment section below. Suggestions and feedback are also welcome. If you found this video useful, hit on the like and subscribe to my channel. That encourages me to make more videos to help you learn. Thanks for watching.